Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Singleton. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single running back. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Bulldogs!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like
Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Keeps the legs moving. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He now has 110 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. The ball pops out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the ground game left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really...
He lofts one down the sideline. And that pass picked off.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a punt.
He turns that loose down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unleashes one. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Tuggle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Sends it downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a gap, it's Russell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points.
He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
At the 24-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll try to pick up the first. At the 30, he is smashing people. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around to hand it off. And hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it doesn't matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this.
Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll bring it back. It's White. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's White. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chip.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. Running through contact. Another broken tackle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Snagged in the middle. It's White. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back looking for room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Dances away from the D. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
42, spot.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they're in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the blocks, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Whitaker. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When you run the football and and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's White. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. The AT unit on the field. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
Easy.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
The offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets and the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
And it's slipped out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're internal.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and
touchdown Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. To the air, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Slings it downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, it's out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage. Did a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense.
Okay, ready?
And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Hard running there. They're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Few anxious moments there, but the Hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.